Hey everyone, welcome back. Have you ever wondered how to make someone not just think about you but actually beg for your attention? Like they're sitting there, unable to focus on anything else, as if every thought they have circles back to you, and every little reminder of you makes them crave your presence even more? Like they're counting the minutes until your next call, and every moment without you is a mix of anticipation and longing? What if I told you that this isn't just a fantasy? It's something you can absolutely achieve. Yes, my Stoic friends, today we're diving deep into a compelling strategy that's all about mastering the art of strategic withdrawal, stepping back just enough to let others realize exactly what they're missing when you're not around. And yes, I am talking about Stoicism, a philosophy so powerful that it can make your absence more impactful than your presence. And my friends, this isn't about playing games. It's about cultivating a profound appreciation of your intrinsic worth and allowing that realization to echo loudly in your absence. Imagine them thinking about you non-stop, not just because they miss you, but because they are drawn to the undeniable value you bring into their life. Stick with me, and we'll uncover the Stoic secrets to becoming that unforgettable presence that lingers in their minds long after you've stepped away. As Seneca said, to make them miss you, you must give them the gift of your absence. Now, think about that for a moment. What does it really mean to give someone the gift of your absence? Imagine the impact of stepping back just enough for them to feel your absence, to sense the void where your presence used to be. It's in that space, that silence, that your value is amplified. They start to realize just how much your presence shaped their thoughts, their days, even their emotions. Suddenly, they are thinking about you more than ever before, longing for the return of the energy only you bring. So as we dive deeper into these 10 skills today, keep this question in mind. What are you doing to make yourself unforgettable? Because as we'll explore, it's not just about being present in their life, it's about being present in their thoughts in a way that feels natural yet irresistible. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to ensure that when you're not around, they're thinking about you more than ever, wondering what you're doing, what you're thinking, and when they'll see you next. Let's get started on this journey of making yourself unforgettable, not just in the moment, but in their minds long after you've stepped away. Let's go! 1. Self-control, the power of calm. So folks, let's dive into the first skill that will make them think about you non-stop, self-control. Now, I know what you're thinking, self-control? Really? That sounds a bit dull. But stick with me here, because mastering self-control is like becoming a Jedi Master in the game of life. You see, when you have self-control, you're not just reacting to the world, you're shaping it. And trust me, nothing makes people think about you more than when you're the one person who remains calm, composed, and in control no matter what's happening around you. As Seneca said, you have power over your anger. If you choose to control it, it will serve you. This Stoic wisdom is the essence of self-control. Imagine you're in a heated argument. Emotions are flying all over the place, and the other person is expecting you to lose your cool. But instead of reacting, you take a deep breath, stay calm, and respond with a level head. That moment, my friends, is pure gold. It's the kind of thing that sticks in their mind because it's unexpected, and it's powerful. You've shown them that you're not just another person caught in the storm, you're the eye of the storm, calm and unshaken. 2. Rational decision-making, the key to being unforgettable. So folks, let's move on to our second skill that will make them think about you non-stop, rational decision-making. Now, I know this might sound a bit like we're stepping into the realm of robots and spreadsheets, but stick with me. Rational decision-making isn't just about cold logic, it's about making thoughtful, impactful choices that others can't help but notice and admire. It's the kind of skill that makes people see you as a rock in the stormy seas of life, steady, reliable, and someone they'll keep thinking about long after the conversation ends. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This quote perfectly encapsulates the essence of rational decision-making. When you think clearly, you decide clearly, and those decisions have a ripple effect on the people around you. Imagine you're in a situation where everyone is rushing to make a decision. Maybe it's a big project at work, a family emergency, or even something as simple as choosing a place to eat when everyone is hungry plus angry. Most people might rush, act on impulse, or go with the crowd. But not you. You take a moment to consider the options, weigh the pros and cons, and think about the long-term impact. Your decision isn't just a shot in the dark, it's a calculated move that shows you're not just thinking about the now, you're thinking about the future. 3. Resilience in adversity, the strength that leaves a lasting impression. So folks, let's discuss the third skill that will make them think about you non-stop: resilience in adversity. Now, resilience might sound like one of those words you hear tossed around a lot, but what does it really mean? And more importantly, how can it make you unforgettable? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into how bouncing back from life's challenges with grace and strength can make you the person they can't stop thinking about. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Seneca. This piece of Stoic wisdom cuts right to the heart of resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and how you handle the downs says a lot about who you are. Imagine this: you're facing a tough situation. Maybe you've just lost a job, gone through a breakup, or hit a major setback in a personal project. Most people would get stuck in the mud, letting the weight of the situation drag them down. But not you. You take a deep breath, pick yourself up, and start moving forward, even if it's just one small step at a time. 4. Mindful presence, the power of being fully there. So folks, let's dive into our fourth skill that will make them think about you non-stop: mindful presence. Now, I know in today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in distractions. But here's the thing: when you're truly present with someone, it's like giving them a gift that's more valuable than gold. Mindful presence isn't just about being physically there, it's about being mentally and emotionally engaged. And trust me, that's something people don't forget easily. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Marcus Aurelius. This quote reminds us of the beauty of each moment. Imagine you're having a conversation with someone, and instead of half listening while checking your phone, you're fully engaged. You're not just hearing their words, you're truly understanding them. You're making eye contact, nodding, and responding thoughtfully. This kind of presence is rare, and it's what makes people feel truly seen and valued. 5. Emotional regulation, the secret to staying on their mind. So folks, let's discuss the fifth skill that will make them think about you non-stop: emotional regulation. Now, don't let the term scare you off. It's not about bottling up your feelings like a soda can about to explode. Emotional regulation is all about managing your emotions in a way that enhances your interactions and leaves a lasting positive impression on others. Think of it as being the thermostat in the room, not too hot, not too cold, but just right, regardless of what's happening around you. He who controls his emotions controls his life. This quote nails it because, let's be honest, we've all been in situations where emotions run high, and it's easy to let them take over. But imagine this: you're in a heated discussion, and instead of letting frustration or anger drive your response, you take a deep breath, stay calm, and respond thoughtfully. Suddenly, you're not just participating in the conversation, you're controlling its direction. People will remember that. They'll think about how you handled yourself with such poise, and that's the kind of thing that sticks in their mind long after the moment has passed. 6. Virtuous living, the foundation of being unforgettable. So folks, let's discuss the sixth skill that will make them think about you non-stop: virtuous living. Now, I know virtue might sound like something straight out of an ancient philosophy class, but hang with me here. Virtuous living isn't just about being a goody two-shoes. It's about living in a way that aligns with your highest values, making you someone others respect, admire, and yes, can't stop thinking about. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. This quote nails it. Virtuous living isn't about talking the talk, it's about walking the walk. Imagine you're in a situation where cutting corners could get you ahead. Most people might take the easy route, but not you. You stick to your principles, even when it's tough. And guess what? People notice. They might not say it out loud, but they are thinking, wow, that takes guts. 7. Acceptance of what is. Embracing reality with grace. So folks, let's dive into our 7th skill that will make them think about you non-stop. Acceptance of what is. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Acceptance? Does that mean just sitting back and letting life happen to me? Not at all. Acceptance, in the Stoic sense, is about recognizing reality for what it is, not what you wish it to be. It's about embracing the present moment, no matter how challenging, and finding peace within it. And let me tell you, there's nothing more memorable than someone who faces life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. The obstacle is the way. Marcus Aurelius. This quote is a perfect reminder that sometimes, the very challenges we face are the path forward. Imagine you're in a situation where things aren't going your way. Maybe a project at work hits a snag, or a relationship isn't turning out as you hoped. Most people might panic or fight against the situation. But not you. You calmly assess the reality, accept what you can't change, and focus on what you can control. 8. Purposeful action. Make every move count. So folks, let's dive into our 8th skill that will make them think about you non-stop. Purposeful action. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly does that mean? Simply put, it's about making every move count. Instead of drifting through life, reacting to whatever comes your way, you're taking intentional, deliberate actions that align with your goals and values. And let me tell you, when people see that you live with purpose, it sticks with them. They start to notice how every decision you make seems to have meaning, and they can't help but think about you. Imagine this, you're working on a project, and instead of just doing the bare minimum to get by, you approach every task with intention. You know why you're doing what you're doing, and you're clear on the outcome you want. Your colleagues start to see that you're not just going through the motions, you're moving with purpose. And that kind of energy is magnetic. They start to think, wow, they really know what they're doing. And suddenly, you're the one they turn to for advice or inspiration. 9. Gratitude for the present, the secret to being unforgettable. So folks, let's talk about the 9th skill that will make them think about you non-stop. Gratitude for the present. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Gratitude? Really? How's that going to make me unforgettable? But here's the thing. Gratitude is like a superpower in disguise. It's the simple act of appreciating the here and now, and when you master it, you radiate a positivity that's absolutely magnetic. Imagine this, you're having a conversation with someone, and instead of complaining about what's going wrong or stressing about the future, you focus on the good things happening right now. You express genuine gratitude for the moment, for the opportunity to connect, and for the simple joys of life. Suddenly, you're not just another person. They see you as a breath of fresh air, someone who brings light into their day. They start thinking about you more because you make them feel good, appreciated, and valued. 10. Emotional intelligence, the secret sauce to being unforgettable. So folks, let's talk about our 10th and final skill, emotional intelligence. Now, this might just be the secret sauce to making someone think about you non-stop. Why? Because emotional intelligence is all about understanding not just your emotions but the emotions of others. It's like having a superpower where you can navigate the complex world of feelings with grace and insight, leaving a lasting impression on everyone you interact with. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. This Stoic wisdom hits the nail on the head. Imagine this, you're in a heated discussion with a friend or a partner. Emotions are running high, and things could easily spiral out of control. But instead of reacting impulsively, you take a moment to understand where they are coming from. You listen, you empathize, and you respond thoughtfully. What happens next? Instead of a fight, there's a deeper connection. They'll remember how you made them feel heard and understood, long after the conversation ends.